$6.5 million a year. A Hall of Fame career, a booming podcast empire. Shannon Sharpe, the 57-year-old Pro Football Hall of Fame tight end turned ESPN commentator, was officially fired from ESPN on July 30, 2025, just 2 weeks after settling a $50 million sexual assault lawsuit. The silence from Disney is deafening, but the backlash is loud, raw, and full of receipts. The firing came after Sharpe had been absent from ESPN programming since April 2025. When the lawsuit was initially filed, on his Nightcap podcast Wednesday evening, Sharpe made his first public comments about the firing.
I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really want it to be about him, and I want it to be about my family.
On July 30, 2025, ESPN quietly confirmed what many had suspected for months. Shannon Sharpe was officially out. NBC News broke the silence, labeling it a massive fall from grace. And they weren't exaggerating.
Is officially over. He had not been on the air at ESPN since this lawsuit was first filed back in April. That was a decision. They had previously said that the decision to step away from his role at ESPN in April was one that he made himself. This no longer a decision he has made himself. This is ESPN splitting from Sharpe. He will not be on that show, on that program, on the network moving forward.
No criminal charges. No official ESPN statement. But the damage was done. In April 2025, a 13-page complaint hit the public alleging Shannon Sharpe had raped his ex-girlfriend multiple times in late 2024 and early 2025. The lawsuit claimed he also made death threats and recorded sexual encounters without consent. Shannon's camp denied it all.
LeBron is the first head on the left on Mount Rushmore. The first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
The blasphemy coming out of your mouth.
The accuser's lawyer, Tony Busby, confirmed a settlement was reached. The terms sealed, the impact immediate.
Shannon Sharpe being fired from ESPN, he said, y'all too old to be getting fired for real.
Shannon Sharpe is in this situation because of Shannon Sharpe. It's just poor choices and lack of discipline has him in this situation. And that's why when you see things like this, man, you don't laugh. You just got to learn from it. And what you should learn is when you have something to lose, you got to act like it. And, you know, he wasn't acting like it.
Charlamagne, Lauren LaRosa, and DJ Envy didn't hold back. They questioned Disney's timing, Sharpe's choices, and the consequences of playing reckless with public image.
News by now that I will not be returning to ESPN, but I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So tonight, and I won't apologize again, I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner.
Sharpe framed it as a personal moment, not a public scandal. But not everyone bought the humility, especially after leaked audio and legal threats started surfacing. After Sharpe publicly denied wrongdoing and named his accuser, attorney Tony Busby, released damning audio. The Breakfast Club hinted at a video leak that never surfaced, but the damage was already irreversible. Some insiders believe that was Disney's final straw. A family-friendly brand ... with zero appetite for controversy.
He was on the verge of signing a $100 million deal, and this was for his popular podcast shows, his Club Shay Shay. Even if you didn't do anything wrong, it doesn't matter in the eyes of ESPN. It doesn't matter in the eyes of the public. They did settle that. It got settled, but the damage was already done.
Sharpe was close to signing a generational deal for his podcast empire. But post-settlement, advertisers started pulling back. Disney didn't flinch. Sharpe was cut. Cold. Questions about race, redemption, and reputational risk followed fast. The Breakfast Club said it plainly. If he was white, it would have been different, maybe. But Disney doesn't gamble on bad optics. From Johnny Depp to James Gunn, the mouse is quick to clean house. And with audio swirling and a $50 -1 accusation floating in the wind, Shannon was never going to survive that. Despite the scandal, Sharpe's numbers haven't dropped. Club Shay Shay and Nightcap continue pulling millions of views. And rumor has it, tech streamers and black-owned networks are circling. Sources say Sharpe's media brand could still sell, just not at $100 million. But the question remains, will anyone touch him at that price now? Sharpe's rise from Pro Bowl tight end to cultural commentator was legendary. But this fall shows just how fragile legacy can be. In a media age where one scandal can derail an empire, Shannon's story becomes a cautionary tale. Was ESPN right to cut ties? Is Shannon Sharpe being blackballed or held accountable? The story's not over. Leave your take in the comments below. Subscribe for more real news, no fluff, no filters.